real. I'm just gonna sit here and look at the bro right there.
Yeah.
I can't shuffle. I can't shuffle.
Welcome back, everybody.
Usually not a good sign.
Y'all already starting off with what you can't do?
We in the mix now. I got my partner, Surreal Rowe, who done went from guest to co-host. Okay, we got the 27-year veteran in hip-hop and radio, Peace Stew.
I'm only 29 now. I started when I was 2.
And Butt Naked Boom.
But he got clothes on today.
But he's still. Hashtag Butt Naked Boom.
Right?
He doesn't see the clothes.
Mentality.
I'm gonna take this off so it don't keep, you know what I'm saying, shining.
You still got that
I appreciate
Lenny
it.
Kravitz energy.
We gonna put it right here for a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
I had that tournament.
Because I won.
Because you won and you're his partner, so technically you have that.
That's why
He
I have
hasn't
a problem.
won
I have
anything
an
else since
attachment.
I mean, he was here.
We'll get something made.
You get something made, but we put that thing up for grabs.
But it's only one. My other partner, he's...
I make you play.
I'm gonna bring my other partner.
Tell them stop playing with me, Mac.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
Gotta go and get it moving solid, make my own moves. This ain't nothing that you're used to. Scheming with the team, you know the mob, you know the whole crew. This ain't nothing that you're used to. Anytime you see me, know I'm different, tryna improve. This ain't nothing that you're used to. Shawty tryna jump into the picture like it's Blue's Clues. This ain't nothing that you're used to. I'm a boss. Crisscross. Hey, throw me the ball, they getting most.
Butt Naked Boom.
I don't know.
In the building.
Butt
Keep
Naked
your
Boom.
clothes on, bro.
Oh, that's happening. That's happening.
You ain't giving no nipple action today?
Hey,
Oh, my God.
Hey,
She's getting off the
Hey,
off-
look, I'm
off
just
the
saying.
break.
No,
Off
Man,
the
see,
break.
this is what happens, brother.
It gets
Go
wild.
ahead.
It
They're
gets wild.
losing today, though.
We playing Ace
I feel
High,
that. I feel that.
everybody. Ace High, you know what that is?
Y'all with that Ace High
I
life?
think so.
No joke.
It's something
No
I never got
jokers.
at school. That's what it is.
feel like
Wait,
this
there's
is
no
like-
jokers at all?
That's the
Prison
problem.
space.
We play with jokers too much.
Is this
I don't play with jokers.
Oh, this is new.
Feel me, Big O? We don't play with jokers
On the
out
table
here.
or off the
Ace
table?
High, baby.
Facts.
Ace High.
Oh,
That's cool. We on penitentiary.
I like it. I want to get right into it, man.
playing jail space?
Talk to me about this. Smack Packs.
That Sir Smackington in the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, you know, I'm definitely a weed head. You know what I'm saying? Been smoking weed for longer than probably some of y'all been alive at this table. But
Probably me. I see that was shade.
it's not a brag thing. It's just what it is. Born in
He's the opposite
Jamaica. I smoke weed,
You were
so
born in Jamaica?
yeah, I was born in Jamaica.
Okay. Big light-skinned people in Jamaica?
Light skin, Indian, Asian,
mix.
all types of
What part?
people in Jamaica.
Which part?
Obey, Montego Bay.
First-hand player yourself.
I was about to say.
Of course.
So what brought you here from Jamaica?
My peoples, you know what I'm saying, my pops. I mean, that's one of the things when you from Jamaica, you're not necessarily, unless, you know, there's a few that get to do well enough, you know, in Jamaica. But a lot of people in Jamaica dream is to get out abroad, get to, you know, Europe, the States, you know what I'm saying? So my pop was from the States, mom's was from Jamaica. They got together. It was always the plan that they moved back to the States. They just had me first, and then moved back to Jersey, dirty Jersey.
Jersey.
Dirty Jersey.
I went there once. No, I've been there.
You've been there more than once.
I've been through.
You ain't been to Atlantic City? People forget Atlantic City
No.
is Jersey. They like,
No.
that's not really Jersey, that's Atlantic City.
You know what? It's my dream to go there. I know that's like a
Jersey?
low bar. Shut up.
Are you
That's
for
not a
real?
low
dead
bar,
serious.
New Jersey, like,
You done been all these...
No, I'm talking
They
about
gonna kill
Atlantic
you.
City. I've never been to Atlantic City.
That's a goal.
Because I was too young to go. Because my uncles could. There was all right. So we went on a family trip. They couldn't go to Atlantic City. Everybody was mad at me because I was too young and I was on a trip with them and they all wanted to go to the casino.
Everybody has a dream. I'm not gonna knock it.
Don't judge my life.
Wanna go to Atlantic City?
Yes.
How did you get there from Sir Smackington in the building?
I'm sorry. We was talking about Jamaica.
I'm asking
And
you
then-
something.
Huh?
Never mind.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rose. I'm sorry.
oh, no, you good.
Okay,
no.
so back, because we ain't here for you.
not.
We here for everybody. Nah,
Talk about, I love that.
but yeah, smacks. So, you know, basically weed was always prevalent in my life, you know what I'm saying? I don't really got no record like that, but anything that is on my record is weed related. And you know what I'm saying? But now, we in the present times where the cannabis industry is booming, you know what I'm saying? And hip hop culture, just lifestyle, it's all booming. Like, there's so many ways for people to, put their hat in the game now.
Yeah.
And, it's still low on the black and brown ownership in the cannabis industry. It's still low numbers on that. So I just wanted to put my hat in the game, you know what I'm saying? And
Is that a hard thing to do?
I mean, it's only really hard if you make it. You kind of, for me, I just operate amongst my means and, scale it like how within my scope and what I have in my wheelhouse. Everybody's different. I don't got millions of dollars to launch the company with, but I know good weed, I know what I like, and I know a lot of people. And so, let's try it. You know
So
what I'm saying?
how did you get into that, like per se? Because I've always wondered.
I mean, we in DC, so the DMV is the new Emerald Triangle of the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? Like, DC was probably one of the first markets on the East Coast to, go legal and recreationally too, you know what I'm saying? And that opened up the lines for the whole I-71 movement and all the gift shops and all that. So, we've been in the forefront here on it, and then, globally, it's just been booming, with brands like Cookies and Runts and,
How you feel about Cookies? Not to cut you off. Talk to me about Cookies, because I got a personal.
Bro, you talking about the actual cookie?
I was talking to him, though, sir.
No,
I was talking to him, though,
you talking
sir.
about the store?
I'm talking to him, though, sir.
So what? I mean, it's a brand. So, I mean, overall, it's a brand, right? And the stores are part of it. So, from a marketing, branding standpoint, like, I like what Burner and what Cookies did. I think it opened it up, for like, the rapper packs and the hip hop brands and facial expressions.
What you mean?
Are we talking about other shit?
What are you talking about?
That's what. Now you see, right? You see how they do it.
That was more like a scolding. That was more like
Yeah,
a
that was
scolding.
a lash.
That's a form of talking across the board.
Nobody said nothing.
Communication and
I'm gonna
reference
stop getting the
Right.
claims
I didn't want to say nothing.
of all this talking across the board.
what the hand looks like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I mean,
I ain't got that one.
did we take
First hand bit itself.
Yeah.
Did we take cards out? I feel like it's a lot of cards.
What do you mean?
Don't you
There's
still
no
take?
jokers.
Don't you still take like 2 cards?
The jokers?
That's if you keep the jokers, right?
No, you just take the jokers
Take
out
the
and
jokers
add
out
the
and you
twos.
keep the
Feels
twos
like
in there.
we've been playing a lot of cards.
That's because you got such interesting conversation, bro. We talking about smack packs. You understand? We
We're talking about
Jamaica.
weed. We're talking about something that I was told as a kid was bad for you, and then
I'm
I
just,
found out
it's
it
like
was
I'm
It
real
is bad
blank
for you.
over here. I'm like, what is
Just a
happening?
little.
We
Just
keep
a little.
playing and I don't got no books.
Just a little.
Who's
I
on?
need to be in the book club over here.
Who's on? It's on me.
Okay, but 27 years in the radio game, right?
Yup.
How did you get into radio?
Man, right place, right time, right energy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't like a radio lifer where, I went to, I tried to go to school for broadcasting, but it just didn't work.
It was really just going all the way.
Hold on, wait a minute.
what I do.
Just let them
Can
see
we
it.
see the
I
comments?
just want to see it.
That's all, bro. You a real different dude over there, bro. I don't know what
I'm not his
happened in
partner,
between.
son.
Huh? You cheating. We can't do this when we
What's
together.
next one?
You showing all the tricks right now, bro. Ooh. She's so spicy. I
That's
like
that
it.
light skin shit, man.
But you light skinned too. What
Thank
you?
you.
I'm
what
tatted.
You
I'm
look
different.
like a-
you what?
I'm tatted. I'm other.
She tatted too.
Thank
on
you.
the
See
draw
that?
there.
Oh, see, you forgot. He light skinned too. See?
Real
Yeah,
quick on
okay.
the draw
My
there,
bad.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not used to you collecting books on this side. That's all. You know what I mean? So I wasn't even.
I know I should have brought that over here. So
That's cool.
it's cool. I'm from the school where all the books go to
one
One
side.
side.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we can't do that.
That's how you count them easy.
What you gonna do, man?
Oh,
What you want? That's pressure.
It is.
That's
Play to
six.
win, man.
That
We don't-
6 is pressure. You gonna have to do something, sir.
You got it.
You got to. Okay. Thank you.
I told you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate all of that.
Okay, you got it.
Saw that Queen.
Let me see, red or black?
That's how it be, brother. That's how it be, brother.
Yeah.
Alright.
So along the journey,
8'5".
Yep, they 5.
the Live Squad.
Yeah, so how I got radio too, you know, like I went to, me in high school, I did TV, radio broadcasting, so I always wanted to do something like that. Like, even in high school, I was in the church heavy, but I was a junior evangelist speaking at the churches, like church radio, high school TV radio broadcast program, but then I went to school, I went to college at Morehouse. And in Atlanta, I loved Atlanta, went on a visit. I really went for Atlanta, but so like I went to Morehouse, and then my freshman year, our plan was to do mass communication freshman year. By the time sophomore year, they didn't really have a mass communications program at Morehouse. They let you cross-register with Clark, so you would really do the mass communications at Clark, but it was cross-registration, so your degree would still be from Morehouse. But Clark lost some PhDs off their faculty that year. I ain't gonna say the year, I just know I'm 30 now, so you do the math. But that year they lost some degrees, some PhDs off their faculty. That drops your accreditation down as a college. But Morehouse stopped fucking with them, like we not y'all bringing our shit down, we not. So I couldn't cross-register. I tried like political science. So by the end of my second year, I was back in Jersey. You know, long story short, I was back in Jersey and I was like, I'm not staying here. But while I was there, the homies that I kicked it with in school was DC homies. And then my homie in Jersey, DJ J Ski, he's still in radio to this day. He's a pioneer in Philly radio, pioneer and DJ in Philly. He got the gig on 93.9 WKYS in DC. It was early on in the game after Kathy Hughes and Radio 1 initially purchased it. African-American woman, black-owned company, media company. Jay Ski knew Easy Street. And Easy Street, like, come down, boom, boom, boom. Like, my man on the radio, we rapping.
You definitely that's Easy Street. You definitely.
And I'm like, man, about to be on the radio. We rapping, we got bars, we about to do songs. He gonna play our songs, we gonna get a record deal, we out of here. Moving to DC. That was the plan. So I moved to DC, started working at the mall, Landmark Mall, Springfield Mall, VA. I was living in VA at first at Alexandria. And then we was always with Jay Ski at the radio. Next thing you know, me and my homie Pooch got a little Saturday night show. Whole time, Steph Lover was on the other side at Flavor 1580, WPGC 95.5. That side, you know, that was the competition. Big Tigger was over there. They was heavy. Yeah, we was all in New Carrollton. But they was in Greenbelt. We was in New Carrollton. They were in Greenbelt. They eventually moved over to the Lanham area too. And then now they in DC. Radio 1 is in Silver Spring. But yeah, so while that was happening, me and Pooch got on Saturday. Y'all been in, right? Me and Pooch got on Saturday nights. They put us on, like, we like y'all energy, put us on. So we learned boards. This is back when they had carts and reels and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if
Before the
y'all know,
digital.
Way before. So, you know, we was really in there, like,
So
on the analog
So would you
shit.
think that this new wave radio is just much easier than what you...
Easier, yeah. Easier. That don't make it better. You know what I'm saying? Something about the analog days, like if
I
you
got 4.
if you listen to like, I heard DJ Quick talk about this, like back in the analog days, even with music, where artists recording to tape and in the studio with tape rolling, because tape is magnetic, it really pick up the vibes and the energy in the room. And like, so when artists was dropping, you know, recording and doing, and radio was going through analog mode, like it was real energy, like, so the energy was different. Like this digital world, you know, you really got to cut through to get to the real energies in this digital world for somebody like me that came from the analog world, you know what I'm saying?
So that's what I want to ask you, because like with the rise of like podcasts and like XM radio and like all that stuff now, do you think that it's changed like the whole state of the way radio is looked at now? Or
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like radio is, you know, I don't want to call it a dying breed, but I mean, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like the impact is not the same. Like people want to, we in an on-demand world. People want to listen to what they want to listen to when they want to listen to it. They don't want to be programmed. They don't want somebody to tell them, listen to these songs at this time, and then take these 13 minutes of commercials in between that, sit through those commercials, and then listen to some personalities talk about the same shows, the same clubs, go to this club, go to this store, go buy this, go listen to our radio. That's basically the makeup of radio. That's why you see like people like Funk Flex and going crazy on social media. He done turned into like a whole, like, if you look at his page, like that whole shot, he shot people into my brand now because the old way of just listening to me drop bombs and all that ain't cutting it no more.
Well, it seems like that's the way that it has to be now, right? Like it has to be some type of
I'm allowing my part to answer the question. That's what it is.
Y'all, it's Biz on y'all.
Y'all got first.
We went 7.
Oh, y'all went 7? I ain't even looking.
It's my job to keep this moving.
Yeah.
Watch how you talk to me.
Yeah, you got to kind of brand yourself in a way that people want to watch it, right? Because like the Drink Champs and like you got all these shows where people
it's too much
people
content.
need. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, what time? Who dealt this? I dealt this?
This all you.
You said you had 3?
Yeah.
I got a 0.
Good Lord.
You got a shot?
Board.
I could,
I got
maybe
no books.
3 though. 3
About
for
to
sure.
go board, maybe 5.
We'll go 8. You got 5, right?
Hell no.
You do got 5.
I said maybe, depending on what.
You got 5, we gonna go 8. Y'all got 5.
Oh, I got 0.
What y'all
I've
gonna
never
say?
seen a hand.
I was say, did you just make them go 5?
Y'all going 5, right?
Rated?
No, not the cars.
I'm used to the green
Black
ones.
Pack Car Company.
I'm used to the green ones.
Same dice.
Black Pack Car Company.
The green ones are the better ones.
What y'all going 5, right?
Green was there.
Right.
I got 0.
You got 0?
You going 5, right?
We go whatever board is.
4.
Board is
What's
5.
board?
It's like,
I ain't never known you to be scared. Yeah.
5. That's no Joker's board gotta be 4.
Yeah, it's
Board
always
is 4.
4, no matter what.
I'm
Y'all,
definitely going whatever
5?
board is. Whatever board is.
who dealt that? You, sir?
that was light skin right
I
here.
can't even believe
I'm about to throw my
dealt that.
highest card right now. Yep, I knew he was gonna do that shit.
That's it.
I like a good challenge, I guess.
Oh, this is, my hand is garbage.
gonna beat this one.
What? I have it.
My hand is
I'll
garbage.
collect them.
Don't try, it's too late for that.
What you mean?
It's too late for
It
that. My
is.
hand is garbage.
It is
You gotta
garbage.
do it like as soon as
I
you
said
put
I
it in
had
the
3.
hand.
I think. I said maybe.
No, you said 4.
I heard him say 16.
What happened?
Oh, you had got 4.
No, that was I had 3.
Y'all been 7.
We went 8.
Damn.
Yeah, we had to change up something.
Let me see if I can try to bump him. I doubt it.
You said you got 6 books, man.
I never said that one.
Come on, man. I
I've
don't
been drinking,
understand.
but I ain't drunk.
Hip hop fathers, brother.
Dealt this. Yeah, man. Hip hop.
I'm gonna
Flip
change
your
it.
card over.
I knew it.
No time for that. I don't have time for your
Hip hop
shit.
fathers again is like me just throwing my hat in the social media realms. You know, we got a lot of
I know.
You can name.
must be about to get snipped.
I can't do
If
nothing.
that was tongue,
Tongue.
so if that was.
This boy about to get ugly.
FBI.
Right here. Yeah, it's about to get ugly right here.
Oh, fuck.
It's about to get ugly
That's
right
a
here.
bad FBI.
Go ahead.
I know.
Sorry.
That's light skin on
Only
light
thing
skin
you
crime
can
right
do.
there.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
I needed you
I
to
get
do
it.
that.
God damn.
I needed you to do that. Let's go. Ooh.
Yeah, hip hop fathers, man, that was me. I knew that was getting snipped soon. You know, again, in social media, I've been on social media probably since like, 2009, right? You know what you call that.
That's
Pissing on the
fine.
board.
I need that. Like, you spanked me.
Why you pissed on
You
the
spanked
board
me.
like
I
that?
wasn't sure.
You
Yeah, y'all
spanked
see
me.
that card drop, right?
You cheating, bro.
I saw it.
Out of the book.
Huh?
That was out of the book.
Oh, wow. That's
The,
a good way to referee that. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
These slick gold cards, sliding, these slick
Nothing but the
sliding
best.
cards.
Nothing but the
Cards
best
like
for our
to
guests.
slide a lot.
Let me get mine out the way, because
But yeah, it's hip hop fathers.
Social media, you know, got a lot of negative imagery out there when it comes to black men. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown men. You know, men in rappers and hip hop culture, men in hip hop culture in particular. Like, it's a very negative image about us. And that was me throwing my hat into the positive imagery side of like knowing for a fact that that's not what all it is, and that we do a lot of entertainment in the hip hop culture, you know what I'm saying? For propaganda, we talked about that P word, you know, the media,
Understand, sir.
in general, like, you know, glorifies all the violence and the negativity and the misogyny and the, you know, the single parenthood and that type of stuff in our culture. So that was me throwing my hat into, you know, getting with a couple of good men and saying, yo, we gotta put some positive imagery out there for the culture. So it's like hip hop fathers, and it's even for ourselves, like for us to see each other like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much rap beef and all this hard, aggressive, you know, interaction going on in our communities, but we all got families, kids, and people dying left and right over silly shit, and it's like, yo, we gotta take a step back and look at ourselves like this. Like, you might see your op with his kids on Hip Hop Fathers and look at them in a different light, or, you know what I'm saying? Or just in general, you just might start looking at each other in a different light. If there's more of that, I know I can't, you know, we can't just do it with just, you know, one page, one platform. And we've taken it outside of social media, doing stuff like, you know, we did like Hip Hop Fathers flag football tournament.
That's what
you know
I'm
saying?
saying. You guys do doing events, you go into the community with the kids and, you know.
Yeah, we did like a community day with a flag football, you know, tournament and you know, like games and kids, family, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, it's not a full-fledged, like, big,
See, this is why you don't worry about us.
Non-profit with a whole bunch of funding. So we just doing what we can with it, you know, so, and, you know, hopefully, but what I did notice in doing it, it's just like, when you get a car, like, you know, a new car, you ain't really notice, but when you get a new car, you start seeing that same car all the time. Like, damn, it's because you got, now that you got it, you know.
Didn't see none of them jumps before I got this.
So, but in doing that, I did get to see how many, like, other, you know, platforms and positive, you know, dad, you know, good dad gang and, you know, different outlets, Swagger Dad, and, you know, all these different, like, hip-hop culture type positive platforms in the social media space that, you know, if I ever can, as I increase my, you know, whatever footprint, be able to, you know, collaborate and help just bring more awareness to that type of stuff in the culture, because we need it, you know what I'm saying? It's too much of the other side.
Because it's like, it's definitely like a stigma about like black fathers and, you know, not being a part of the family structure and not taking care of their kids and stuff like that. So it's always good to have that type of.
Yeah, it is. We need it because it's hard, man. Like, it's hard.
You grew up in a double
Yeah.
turn house?
I did.
Double?
I did grow up but you know, like, no matter what, double, single, regardless, it's just hard, period. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, again, with social media and trends and all this stuff, now we living in this world where, you know, the man is expected to, like, you know, provide 100% everything. Is this big stigma if you ain't, you know, whatever, you know, so it's a lot of pressure on black and brown men right now to go out here and get it by any means necessary. So, you know.
You know, this is a major pressure, is being emotional. You can't be.
Yeah, not being,
you know what I'm saying?
Emotional.
And then the thing is like, you can't really, like, especially like with your wife or your girl, whoever your, you know, significant other is, you're gonna be emotional to a degree. Because at the end of the day, if you keep coming to it with problems, you look like a sucker.
Yeah.
And that's how we were raised.
Yeah.
You know, and it's nothing to do with, women gonna be like, oh no, I want you to come with me with your problems.
But that should be where you can like be vulnerable and be emotional,
Exactly.
and is with your wife or your significant other. Like that should be that safe place. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that it starts from when young men are boys. You know, like we need to stop telling boys that they can't cry, they can't express themselves, because like that's why we grow up having so many different like angry men.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I
Because
tell
you're
my
taught to
son.
hold it in.
I tell my son like, don't let him see you cry, man. Like cry. Let me see you cry, but don't let them see you cry.
Right,
You know
yeah.
what
I
I'm
mean, we
saying?
have to be
Like,
able to have that balance as far as like teaching men that like, you know, when they can show emotion. It's okay to show emotion.
But that's to what you speak of too, like in society. I mean, he should be able to cry if that's what his emotions is bringing at that
He
point.
has to express
should be.
He
himself.
should be able to without judgment and without, whatever. But in society, it's
Like
like,
that.
so that's why even me as a father, knowing how it is out there and how they try and use that against you and as a weakness. And like kids, it's ruthless. I got a kid in middle school and this social media game with kids
Wicked.
and
It's wicked.
these rooms and these finsters and these group chats and group FaceTimes and they want to have op so bad and
Yeah.
it's like, yo,
And they're a
it's
whole nother breed.
crazy.
It's a whole
man.
nother monster.
that,
Social
yeah.
media is a totally different monster.
Totally different monster.
You know what's so crazy? It's like because
That you ain't bid your hand yet.
one of my partners, sir.
Well, you gotta communicate. Ask him.
No,
I mean,
but
we'll see
when
that.
got
he's ready,
four.
he's ready.
I
There
got
we go.
4.
Now we got 6.
Yeah.
See how that go?
Quick, easy.
But if I wouldn't have never did what I did, you wouldn't have did what you did to get what he
I
did.
don't have to say nothing. This is my part.
But you have to say something.
We're on your time.
You ain't right, man. You ain't right, man.
my bid is in.
Y'all going 6.
We're going 6, you want to go 7. What you want to do?
Go 7.
Did they bid yet?
Not yet.
Nah,
'cause
it's
he
on
there.
y'all.
We go 6. We can go up after y'all bid, right?
Nah.
That's how you do it?
I'm
You
just
gonna-
wondering.
You're not going
That's part of the bid. See, that's a bid. That is a bid.
Bid Joe and
We did.
Y'all going 7.
We going 6. Cause I got 4.
This is-
What you
yeah,
got? You
there's
got
no
2
erasing.
or 3?
I
Yeah.
got 2 on the possible. That's what I'm
That's
saying. And the
7.
possible, depending on what your hand look like, ain't my possible.
That's 7.
That's why I say, don't look at me.
We going
just trying to figure out how this is,
7.
what is going on over here.
Your partner fucking up.
We haven't even said anything.
You don't gotta say nothing.
Well, I mean,
Cool, 7. Y'all got it. I mean, it's 90 to 160.
Don't worry about that right now.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's
This
a
is
little
the
bit.
setup.
This is a little hole. It's a little
You are
hole.
doing I'm getting PTSD right now
Right.
because
See how you
I
trying
know
to
so
go?
many people like you that do this. That
I'm just saying, bro.
See how you trying to make
put
us go
that
5 and I knew we had
yeah,
4?
that's why I'm like, I never played with you. If I'm keeping it at 6,
That's a
I
smart move.
gotta fill you out.
Smart move.
I
I've been
gotta
this
see how
partner
you
before.
play. I gotta
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah.
What you
y'all
got?
came up with that plan just
Normally, if you chew on ice, oh, y'all ain't talk about that in the text?
What you talking about?
chewing on
Oh.
Y'all the
All
ones
right.
with the
Chewing
facial.
ice.
That
See
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
even
That's
gotta
what
talk.
glasses.
Chewing
Y'all got
ice. I don't
facial
really, why is it
expressions.
always something with you and something wild out the way, man?
Don't worry about it.
I ain't.
What y'all got?
Don't
You
worry.
ain't talking about what you
Yeah,
got.
What are we
With
playing
clothes
to?
on.
What's
Yeah,
the-
you
what's
ain't
real
right.
differently with
Where's
clothes
butt
on.
naked,
What
bro?
are we playing to?
Yeah, real
Whatever.
different with clothes on.
What you mean, whatever? What's that? That matters in the bid.
We playing till I be
350,
like,
500.
we playing till I be like, hey, DJ Rocket.
You playing till you win?
What's happening, my man?
Play till you win?
Right.
Nah, what's
Nah.
that?
Okay,
We gonna
look,
say 250
they got it. They got
for
it.
sake
Alright.
of
Would y'all-
giving you a chance.
Did
The
y'all
60.
bid? Did y'all bid yet?
We
No.
about to
No.
now. I'm about to find out what
Yeah,
she
he was so
got.
pressed with what we had, right?
Cause y'all have to go first.
We already went. We went like 10
I
minutes
feel
ago.
like
Don't do that.
the scores are on the same lines.
But the
y'all
numbers
just
are the
big.
same.
That's-
Yeah, y'all just big.
But you see how his
That's not-
160 is by ours.
But you see 160 though. But you see
gotta
the
put
160
that-
and the
where's the-
90. No.
Yeah.
the
So-
160 and the 90 is
you
the
gotta put the
total.
line.
Just know that
It's
y'all,
dotted lines,
y'all
like,
got
what you talking
90 and we got 160.
Talk about it, partner.
That's,
But you see how
that's
it's
really
like
all that matters.
diagonal?
Security to.
It should be on the same
I
line.
think that's just how you seeing it right now.
All right, I'm just,
Smack
we gotta
packs.
just take notes.
Smack
I
packs.
did. See, no,
Let
it's
you
crazy.
know we really
Let me mix
winning,
it up,
but
man.
the lines, and, you know,
It's crazy.
so-
because I'm so used to being on the other,
The tables have turned.
The tables have turned. I don't know.
Y'all should just go 8,
Y'all
man.
taking a minute to get y'all bid in.
I
We
want- look, I-
have been got.
I said
we have
what I
gotten
said.
out.
You said 1.
Where's the bid timer? Y'all have a bid timer?
Where's the 1? You said 1. 0. We're gonna go board.
Oh, she got your hand.
That's Books Made,
We
ain't
going
it?
7.
Oh,
See, this-
oh you
that's
gonna
a-
go up? Now you gonna go. I was like, Books Made, throw your hands in.
All right,
I don't
Throw
believe
your
her.
hands
I
in.
don't believe her.
We're gonna put the 7 more. Now to see it's gotta be crooked because y'all.
You always got to play the hand.
Yeah, let's go.
So we went 7?
This one gonna be good.
Who dealt, you?
Where do we go?
I dealt.
No, he don't.
I dealt.
So,
Yeah, we
so
went
what?
7.
So,
Y'all should have went 8.
hello.
What is
One.
your position at Def Jam? Because I like that jacket, man. Is there any way you can, just slide me? Want to talk to somebody?
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to somebody.
I just ripped the name off of this and give this.
Just get the P. Yeah, just take the stew off.
P, you see?
A rainy Thursday.
We found
I'm
that out.
telling you, I'm with it.
Don't be out here getting me in trouble using my name.
Hey, bro, I live a good life, man. I try not. Maybe a little. We'll talk about it after the show. We'll talk about it after the show. What's happening here?
Don't worry about it.
Play.
Just know
You
what
see,
it is.
It's all hard.
You need to stop talking to me, man.
See what I'm saying?
You need to stop talking
I'm used to
to
sitting
me.
in that chair. That's what it is.
We're not talking about the past.
You're losing.
This chair is gone. Get this chair.
Did you watch the game the other day?
Ooh.
Did you see how they came back on the Knicks?
Oh.
Ask me if I give a shit about it.
Oh.
You don't care about basketball?
Not unless I'm winning a parlay.
It's my point.
Hey,
Man, I ain't got nothing to
parlay.
say.
I had to get me a parlay in before we got started.
What? I had mine earlier. I had already had mine
That's
set
tough.
early.
Tough,
Oh, no.
tough letters.
See that? I feel so gracious that you at the table.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind, because this is you, me, we, us. It's a us thing right here. You know
A
what I
lot
mean?
of talking.
A
Unity.
us thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely a us
Unity.
thing, John.
We ain't worried about the light-skinned jargon that's going
so
on
glad you
inside.
fucked
This
up.
is going.
That's what I'm
Light
talking
skin, come
about.
on.
Are you Russian?
What you do at Def
What's a
Jam?
rush?
Because you don't just get that jacket just being around.
I am the lifestyle marketing rep for the DMV for Def Jam. Have been for like 6-7 years.
Sounds dope.
Started the OG Sean Pecos, brought me in the fold, and my homegirl Natina Nemini back in the day. And I don't know if you're familiar with Pecos, but he's an OG, Jay-Z right-hand man back when Rock Nation started, and he do big things. And Natina, she's like vice president of Def Jam now. She's big time. So, I work with EP, my man EP, Mozzie, Rossi, J.O. Shout out the whole crew up there, the Urban Promotions crew. So basically, I'm their person here in the DMV to make sure that, shit is moving, everything's connecting the way it's supposed to be with the priorities at the label for the market, for mix show, for lifestyle. If they got market artists that go on promo runs and come to the market, we'll set up and do different things with the radio station and with the with the market, the podcasters, the influencers, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff.
Yeah.
So, that's basically what it's the new version of street teaming. Like back in the day, this would be street teaming. You know what I'm saying?
Explain street.
So back in the day, street teaming would be like putting up, you see like rap trucks, label trucks with artists on them and going around putting up posters all over the place and, you know what I'm saying? And
Technically in the street. Like,
spend it,
Street teaming.
spend it. You big spenders though, big spending.
Street
Spend.
teaming.
Spend it. Oh, spend it.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, set up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's
we
bored.
setting up.
That's bored. Y'all went 8. Y'all should have went 8.
They be setting us up.
You ever seen black on black crime at the table?
Why would you talk like that in this world?
No, I'm not. Told you, he's just real brand new
That's
with
how,
clothes on.
That's me. That's me, sir. Thank you.
I'm not used to
Black
you
on
getting
black
books.
crime, man.
I'm not used to you getting books, so it kind of threw me
Exactly.
off a little bit.
Black on
Not
black
normal.
crime, man.
You may never be over there again.
Oh, spend it.
I like you
Never.
right
My
there.
bad.
See, look, look.
Ever.
Understand
He's
this.
getting angry at the
Slide.
table. I don't
No, this
What's
is
the
the
matter?
slippery card.
What's that?
Sliding
This
card.
land, didn't it?
I don't know.
Let's figure it out.
So, like, do you have anything new coming in the works? Anything you're working on?
We besides Smacks, shout out to the team. We launched Grindstone Media Group about a year ago. You know what I'm saying? Launched Grindstone Media Group about a year ago. And
What are your books? Let me see what you putting on this table, bruh.
It's my book.
You keep scooping and duping, bruh. This ain't your book.
That is their book.
All
here's
right.
our book.
Thank you, sir.
But you scoop too fast,
See, because his
bruh.
last name is Brooks, you think it's books.
And it's books. You want me to, boy, you lucky
It
I
is
grabbed the
books?
belt and put it right in your face.
Ain't that a bitch?
You gotta be okay with letting that go. You know what I'm saying?
It's happening.
Right. But you know, with this partner, I'm not. Let's go.
Oh, you ain't gonna beat this one.
Grindstone Media.
Grindstone Media Group, partnered with my homies, you know.
Thank you.
I got the chair. I got the chair.
Thank you. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. We got ours. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I knew it was
6,
a
7.
setup, but I knew I could squeeze one more in.
You did that. You
But I
did
think
that.
even the y'all bed was a
thought
part
we
of the
was gonna
setup.
set.
I don't know
But-
what you're talking about.
No, there
But-
was some books that there was some books. I had one spade. It was a 2.
But with
There's
there being
no way
two
that
more
but see, if you played it
books
the way I
out there,
played, that'd have
feel
been a
like
joker.
You could have got one.
There's
you
no
know
way
what I'm
that
See what I'm
should
saying?
walk.
200
At
to
all.
160, it's on you to deal.
So I can't shuffle. You got shuffle.
That's embarrassing. Your partner can't, wait, use my partner.
I can't shuffle.
You
I'm not
can't.
gonna lie, so I can't shuffle.
How can you be such,
There's 2 things I can't do in this world. That's dance and shuffle.
Well, I think you can shuffle. I just think you haven't taken the time to
Shuffling to me is throwing it on the ground and just.
that's not shuffling.
It looked like remember that game back in the day called Old Maid?
What's wrong with you? Oh, mate. Black Smoke Podcast, bro.
Yeah, Grindstone Media Group. That's a
Bruh.
Grindstone Media Group production. We doing podcasting, lifestyle events, you know, list out, you know, music, artists, you know, putting out.
What's lifestyle events? Cause see,
It's just like if anything that has to pertain to our lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you know, whatever. It could be a sip and paint. It could be a listening. It could be artist showcase performances. It could be, you know, an album release. You know, a single release, a video release. It could be a brand release, pop up for clothing brand, for this brand, whatever brand that somebody
You
from our
say.
culture is you know, releasing. We try and partner with different people, bring that extra sauce, bring
Thank you.
you know, a visually appealing element to everything that we do in our, you know, recaps and then yeah, we launched the Black Smoke podcast. Me, Pinky Killer Corn, Grindstone.
Oh, I love Pinky.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the homie.
that's the homie.
You know what's funny about her? Every time I see her, she remembers me, but doesn't remember my name. Right?
Sounds
So
good,
look, let me
right?
say what I do is.
That's my Scorpio.
This
sister
is
right
this is like a secret of mine, right? So what I do is, if I know she's gonna be there, I roll a J.
Yeah,
And every time I see her, I light the J and hand it to her.
off the brush.
That's how she always knows who I am.
Keeping it routine. But yeah, we
I'm a
got
slow dealer, sir. I'm sorry. You want to count your books?
that. Just give me more time to tell you about Black Smoke.
Exactly.
there we go.
She can't deal.
There we go.
Don't
But check
matter
it
about
out.
how
We got
slow
some.
I
We got
am.
some cool. It's a culture conversation with the culture. So you know, we
miss
done
this.
had
So supporting like black brands, black-owned businesses.
all type, yeah, like platforms. Like we had
Yeah.
Earn Your Leisure on there.
Okay.
We've had a man Tuma Basa, who is director of Black Culture and Music at YouTube. We had a young lady named Lizzie Jeffs. She calls herself a rap priestess.
Okay.
She has this. She's from the West Coast. Has this Zen and Kush movement going on. We have my brother Mano. Shout out Mano. We had Mano on there recently. We got Juju. Our next episode is Juju the Gentleman. DC's own, DC's finest pimp player Juju. We got a brand new clothing line called JG Customs. He's been rocking with. We got Arsonist from you know, Official Heat Makers created that whole Dipset sound. Like we moving with Black Smoke. Plus it's live every Thursday, live stream. Thursdays, 8 p.m. live on YouTube. We just go out and kick the shit. You know what I'm saying? Just,
I love it.
And then, but you know, the feature type guests, you know, that's on YouTube too, and everywhere podcasts are. Too.
I like that. I like it. Black Smoke Podcast. I just love the name.
Yeah.
I love the name. Boom. Can't stand you. How many books y'all got?
I can't stand my damn self.
I got 2. This is for the win. Y'all gotta get 9.
I got
I'm
4.
just telling y'all now.
Oh, we bumping y'all.
All right. All we gotta get is 5.
I have 4.
I got a bloody hand,
All right,
man. I'm
we
gonna figure
good.
it out.
We about to ride out on y'all. We going 5 for the win.
We ride it down.
My
Y'all
hands
going 9 for the win.
No,
You know,
For
the
the
female
time.
time of the month.
we going board.
Y'all going board. Board?
That's your doorbell?
We not even gonna
Mind
play
your
that.
business.
That's a demerit. That's a demerit.
That was just a reminder you about to get your ass whooped.
That's what that was.
That's
If we playing 6-4, that's a wrap.
I got
And
2.
I got a bad ass
2.
DJ, okay? I'm trying to tell you.
Y'all going 10?
I got 2.
Oh,
I should have dealt that one.
10 for 2?
Can I do y'all play, you know, online? I can bid nil right now.
This is
Nope.
real life.
No, we not playing
This
that.
is real life, my brother.
What is nil?
So in nil,
You can't get no books.
after the game, we should bid a hand and see if we get a nil.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I can't get no books. So you have to keep that in mind as my partner. If I bid a nil, you have to sacrifice some time to make sure I don't
Get
win a
nothing.
book.
Y'all going board.
You know what
I
I'm
thought it was
saying?
either one of you could get a book. Like
Well,
y'all.
that's
I think
a
with
version
this
too.
hand,
Yeah.
I think
But
I
the
can
version
possibly
I'm
do
talking
that.
about,
That's
I can
6-4.
bid nil by that could be my bid.
Oh, I've never played that
And
one
then
before.
and then he can still bid his books.
Okay.
Say he bid 2, 3, and I bid nil, and we get it.
Yeah.
We get 130
Right,
points
okay.
for that. He gets
Right,
30,
right,
I
right.
get 100 for that hand.
Yeah.
It's almost
So-
like in that version of spades, it's almost like there's really almost not teams. You're almost playing
By yourself, yeah.
Well,
There's
it kind
individual
of is
things
because
too.
he's still supporting you, not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you play with the iPhone.
of course.
Why does that matter?
Cause he's
matters.
Android sometimes.
I don't
like,
always
I
got
don't-
3 other people around me that's, on my level. So I don't even want to waste time or, playing.
Understandable. Understandable.
So
I'm on the same level as you. I dig it. It's just them.
that's what I mean. If I had y'all around, if I had, the
gonna make
Spadez
it a
Table
thing.
around all the time, I play with y'all all the
be
time.
around.
But, I got to be online on the
I
iPhone.
dig it.
Speaking of time, man, I thank you for your time.
No, I thank
That's the
y'all,
one
man.
thing you can't get back.
Spades tournament, let's
Hey,
yes.
listen, we shaking hands on that.
Can we get
Spades table
go.
with these
Can we get that celebrities official Spades Table tournament popping?
That's what
by
culture.
July?
Performances.
By
That's what
July.
culture. Yeah. that's
Have
what
people
culture.
submit y'all teams, pay
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
Talk to
Pay
'em.
that entry fee.
Yep,
Submit
yeah.
y'all talk all that shit.
Yeah.
I see it, I hear it.
Let's make it
Y'all,
happen.
I'm putting my team in.
Yeah.
I might put a couple teams in. We do this shit like the Ruckers.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Let's go, man.
That's
Let's
right.
do it for the
Spades
culture.
table out. DJ Rocket.
You are now in the mix with DJ
I'm glad I
We
had to
play
play
this
this hand. God
They
damn.
had
Me
4.
too, man.
They had 4 books.
Four.
I don't know if it's hell.
Sherelle, look at this.
You don't see them in minutes. So him talking about time was perfect. My brother! You're back, my brother!
No, we need to throw it with a handshake.
I like it.
We need to throw it with a handshake.
We gonna have it all. We bust their ass.
All my hands are terrible.
Serve her.
Only had one good hand.
You can tell you do radio that you've been doing this shit for years. You held down the motherfucking interview like it wasn't an interview. But you, thank you.
Yo, I thank you. I love this shit, man. Anything I can do to support, even with like the label shit, they got artists, and they round and like, what can we do in the market? Y'all should do the Spadez Table shit. That shit
whenever they in town,
so we get artists to come, you know, so when I get that, I'll hit you. We can do it, you know, shit like
That'll
that.
work, bro. I appreciate you. You locked the fuck in. I'm about to go roll me up some snack packs.
Yeah, like blow me up. I'm all mine like.
Tell them stop playing with me, mate.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
Gotta go and get it moving solid, make my own moves. This ain't nothing that you're used to. Scheming with the team, you know the mob, you know the whole crew. This ain't nothing that you're used to. Anytime you see me, know I'm different, tryna improve. This ain't nothing that you're used to. Shawty tryna jump into the picture like it's Blue's Clues. This ain't nothing that you're used to. I'm a boss, crisscross. Ay, throw me the ball, they getting most.